Hello everyone, this is your tutor Jainam Patani and today we'll be creating paint with Gobo. Okay, so what is it all about? Don't worry, let's start with introduction of this platform. The name of this platform is Scratch. Okay, in the extreme left hand side there is a section. This section is known as toolbox. Why? Because this is a box contains lots and lots of tools, basically codes. So it contains lots and lots of code. What we are gonna do with these codes? Of course, we're gonna write the program or we'll be making a game. So how to do it? We'll be dragging this and we'll be putting it over here, which is this middle section where we'll be putting our all codes. This is known as workspace. Okay, easy. So whatever we're gonna write over here, the output of this code will be saying in the stage. Okay, so basically suppose I've written bang green flag clicked, move 10 steps, it will be moving 10 steps proper. Okay, so suppose you want to add something like this cat. So basically in this it is known as sprite. We will be adding it from here. There are many sprites, okay, and number of sprites. Okay, so today I'll be adding Gobo. This is the sprite. Okay, I don't want this sprite one, I'll be simply deleting it, and I want the background also, so I can keep this background. Okay, so if we over here we can add our backgrounds. Perfect. Now let's write them. Let's start with it. So basically we'll be doing this, we'll be adding more costumes to Gobo. Okay, so basically, okay, let's start with the proper writing. So we'll be adding extension. If you guys don't have this pen, you'll be adding it from this extension and you'll be clicking on pen, nothing else. Okay, so what do I want? Whenever the green flag is clicked, I'll be running a forever loop. What is a loop? So loop is basically when you have to repeat the code some number of times. So then you'll be using loop. Okay. Okay. So in this forever loop, so basically this will be repeating all the codes forever until and unless it will be clicking the red flag. Perfect. Now what do I want? I will just putting stamp. What does this mean? Wait, let's see. And now I'll be putting move 10 steps. Now I'll be clicking green flag. So over here, what does this mean? Over here, okay, let's assign it a position, go to 0 by 0, that means at the center. Okay, now stamp means it will be creating its duplicate. And it will be moving 10 steps. But what do I want? I want it to move only 5 steps and I want it to move towards my mouse pointer. So I'll be just putting point towards mouse pointer. Okay, that's working perfectly. Okay, now what do I want? Okay, I also want it to change its color. So I'll be going to color looks and I'll be changing color by 25. Let's see how is it working. Okay, it's so bright. Let's make it 10. Yeah, now I think it looks perfect, quite satisfying. Okay, so we are done with this. Now what do I want? Okay, now whenever I start the game, I want this background to be cleared. So I'll be going to pen and I'll be just putting erase all. Let's see. So see, again green flag, working properly. Now what do I want? This is quite stable, right? So I'll be making it turn. Okay, so I'll be putting turn and I'll be putting a random op. Okay, let's run this. Okay, and I'll be putting a random operator, and over here I'll be putting minus 30 to 30 degrees. How is it working now? Now it's working better, right? Okay, perfect. Now what do I want? Again, okay, now it's working so perfectly. Now what do I want? I want to change the costume. I don't want every time to this Gobo. I don't want this Gobo to appear every time. So what I'll be doing is, I'll be going to its costume, I'll be deleting this and I'll be adding more I'll be going to animals, and I'll be adding suppose butterfly. Okay, I'll be adding more things. I'll be going to animals. I'll be adding suppose this. Let's see how it's working. Let's make its size as 50. Okay. Okay. Now what do I want? Whenever the space key is pressed, so whenever the space key is pressed, I want the costume to be changed. So I'll be putting when space key is pressed, next costume. Okay, we can add more costumes to it. Okay, we can go to animals and we can add this. Let's try it out. And yeah, we are done. So it is working properly. Suppose in the middle of the game I want to erase everything. I don't want to click on green flag, so I'll be creating a button. So I'll be adding one button. Okay, I'll be adding this. I'll be going to its costume and I'll be writing. I don't want this. I'll be just writing clear. Okay, the color should be black color, so I'll be making its brightness to 0. Perfect. Now I'll be putting it over here. Now what I'll be saying is when green flag clicks, first I want you to be at this position, so I'll be assigning it a position. Okay, now whenever this sprite is clicked, so I want to clear everything, so I'll be simply going over here, erase all. Let's see. Again I've done something, and see. So even this is working properly. So yeah, we are done with this. It is working properly. We can also put suppose there's a user who doesn't know whenever the space key is pressed, you can change the costume. So I can also go to paint. I can write down press space key to change the costume. Okay, I'll be putting it over here. Okay, and suppose I'll be making its okay, perfect. Now what do I want? Whenever the green flag is clicked, go to this position. That means assignment of position. And what else I want is I don't want, okay, I want it to bit downwards like this way, and again I'll be putting go to. And now what do I want? I'll be hiding it. Okay, so at the start I'll be showing it, and later on after some seconds, like for example wait for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds I'll be hiding it. Okay, because that will be blocking everything, right? So I'll be simply hiding it. Let's see how it should work. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Perfect. So even this is working perfectly. Now what else? We can go to costumes and you can add as many costumes which you want. You can add this too. Yes, why not? Let's start. What's the issue? Okay. So yeah, this is working perfectly. I hope you have understood everything. You understood the logic, concept and code. I hope you have enjoyed the lecture.